In a strong response to the cross-border linkages that have emerged in the investigation of the recent terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, the Indian government had suspended the decades-old Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan indefinitely. This measure was taken by the Cabinet Committee on Security, CCS, the country's highest decision-making body on national security. The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 was signed between India and Pakistan, with the World Bank serving as a broker. This treaty has survived 3 wars between India and Pakistan, but now it is indefinitely suspended. The CCS made this decision in response to the seriousness of the terrorist attack that took place in Pahalgam, which resulted in the deaths of 26 people, including 1 foreign national. In addition to suspending the Indus Waters Treaty, the government has also taken several other measures to respond to the attack. These include closing the integrated checkpost Atari-Wagah border, canceling all visas issued to Pakistani nationals, and declaring several Pakistani officials as persona non grata. The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 has been a successful example of cooperation between India and Pakistan. Under this treaty, India has the right to control the waters of 3 rivers, Ravi, Beas, and Sutlej, while Pakistan has the right to control the waters of Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab. However, in the wake of the recent terrorist attack, the Indian government has decided to suspend the treaty indefinitely. This decision will have significant implications for Pakistan, as the Indus Waters Treaty has been one of the rare, long-standing treaties between the 2 countries. Pakistan is already facing an era of acute water shortage due to factors such as population growth, climate change, and poor water management. The suspension of the treaty will further exacerbate these issues and create new challenges for Pakistan. The decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty reflects the depth of the Indian government's frustration with Pakistan over its use of terrorism as an instrument of state policy. India has long accused Pakistan of supporting terrorist groups that operate against India, and this has led to numerous conflicts and tensions between the 2 countries. The suspension of the treaty is a clear message that India is no longer willing to tolerate Pakistan's support for terror and is willing to take strong measures to protect its national security. India has suspended the Indus Waters Treaty with Pakistan indefinitely in response to the cross-border linkages that have emerged in the investigation into the Jammu and Kashmir terror attack. It killed 26 people, including foreigners. The Indus Waters Treaty was signed in 1960 and has been in effect for over 6 decades, but its suspension is a bold move by India that shows its determination to bring the perpetrators of the attack to justice. The Indus Waters Treaty has been a major point of contention between India and Pakistan, and its suspension is a significant development that could have far-reaching consequences for both countries. Under the treaty, India has the right to control the flow of water from the Indus River and its tributaries, while Pakistan has the right to receive water from the same river. The decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty is a reflection of India's growing frustration with Pakistan's support for cross-border terrorism. The attack in Jammu and Kashmir came in the wake of the successful holding of elections in the Union territory and its steady progress towards economic growth and development. This suggests that the attack was motivated, at least in part, by a desire to destabilize India and hamper its progress. The suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty will have significant economic consequences for Pakistan, which is already facing a severe water crisis. In recent years, experts have warned that Pakistan is on the brink of an era of acute water shortage caused by a combination of factors, including population growth, climate change, and poor water management. The Indus Waters Treaty has been a source of water for Pakistan, and its suspension could lead to a further exacerbation of the country's water woes. India's decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty also has political implications. Pakistan has always viewed the treaty as a source of strength and has fiercely defended its rights under it. The suspension of the treaty is a clear signal that India is unwilling to tolerate Pakistan's support for cross-border terrorism and that it is prepared to take strong measures to protect its national security interests. In conclusion, the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty by India in response to the Jammu and Kashmir terror attack is a significant development that could have far-reaching consequences for both India and Pakistan. The decision reflects India's growing frustration with Pakistan's support for cross-border terrorism and its determination to bring the perpetrators of the attack to justice. While the suspension of the treaty could lead to significant economic consequences for Pakistan, it also sends a clear message that India is unwilling to tolerate Pakistan. India has recently suspended the Indus Waters Treaty with Pakistan and closed the Atari-Wagah border. These measures were taken in response to the cross-border linkages that have surfaced in the investigation over the deadly terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir, Pahalgam, in which 26 people, including 1 foreign national, were killed. The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 has been suspended indefinitely until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably adjures its support for cross-border terrorism. The Indus Waters Treaty is a significant water-sharing agreement between India and Pakistan that has been in effect since 1960. Under the treaty, India has the complete right over the waters of three rivers, Ravi via Sutlej, while Pakistan has the right for waters of Indus, Jhelum, Chenab. The Indian government has also taken other measures to counter the cross-border terrorism threat. The integrated checkpost Atari Wagah border has been closed with immediate effect, and those who have crossed over with valid endorsement may return through that route before 1 May 2025. Pakistani nationals will not be permitted to travel to India under the Star Visa Exemption Scheme. Any visas issued in the past to Pakistani nationals are deemed cancelled. Any Pakistani national currently in India under SPES visa has 48 hours to leave India. Additionally, the defense or military officials, naval and air advisors in the Pakistani High Commission in New Delhi are declared persona non grata. They have a week to leave India. India is also withdrawing its own defense, Navy air advisors from the Indian High Commission in Islamabad. These posts in the respective High Commission are deemed annulled with immediate effect. The Indian government has also announced that the CCS has reviewed the overall security situation and directed all forces to maintain high vigil. The perpetrators of the attack will be brought to justice and their sponsors held to account. This decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty has been met with mixed reaction from both India and Pakistan. While some experts have praised India's decision as a necessary step to counter terrorism, others have warned that it could have severe consequences for the already fragile relation between the two countries. In conclusion, the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty by India is a significant development that could have far-reaching consequences for both India and Pakistan. While India's decision was taken in response to the cross-border terrorism threat, it could also lead to an escalation of peace